Alright, so now that I get a chance to kind of look things through here, did open up. Things to watch out for. You have quite a few of these areas where stars will hit on your center line, or you have like 5, 6, 7 point stars. So you want to try to reduce those as much as possible. Sometimes it's by adding more geometry. So in something like the nose, I'll usually leave the innermost part of the nose kind of open, so that way I can put like more geometry across here. Let's say it's just going to run from a hole to a hole, so it doesn't have to go all the way through the model. So that's kind of one way you can centralize or localize that detail. Um, you're going to want to create a mouth bag or an opening for the mouth, so I would just take these faces and extrude them inward, and then you want the lips to kind of wrap around here as well. So um, one thing you can do is if you grab like these edges, if they stop, you know you haven't created an entire edge ring or an edge loop. Okay, so you kind of want to watch out for that as well. On the back, this is what kind of caught me off guard at first, but I'm seeing it in other spots in your model. So like right here, you wouldn't want a diamond on the center line because it's going to make it harder to mirror things over if you have to. So it would be better to take these kind of across instead of up this way. So to change that flow, you could either add geometry or you're going to have to reduce geometry to kind of help you get rid of this. So the easiest way to fix these guys um, would be to just bring them in. If I hold down V, I can kind of vert snap those guys together or try to get them together. You could scale them in as well. With mirror on, it doesn't look like it wants to do it, but you can snap those and merge those together and then figure out what you want to do with the flow, like right through here. So I don't really like how big these polygons would be getting, so I'd almost maybe make it flow across and put maybe one additional loop going around the torso to help even that out. I would add maybe one more edge row here and here, so when these bend, it's going to have a little bit more geometry. So your fingers have a lot of nice geometry to it, but this is a major bend point by the knuckles as well, so you want to make sure you have enough geo there. Same thing right here. This would be right where the wrist would bend, so you'd want to make sure you have an edge ring in there as well. And then maybe watch that looping structure. So maybe put the edge ring right here, and then you'll have to relax these and bring them down more. Right here is another one of those junctions that it's too big of a star junction in a highly deformable area. So if you put more geometry going this way, you can probably reduce how many polygons you have going into that one point, and it'll reduce some of those triangles that you have. Same thing with the leg, you'll want to get rid of these diamonds, so I would keep the legs going kind of more straight across. You can have the pelvis going up this direction and then the legs going up kind of alongside it. So if you do some searches on some edge flow, you should see some good ways that the torso's been handled. So that looks like most of the kind of bigger problem areas. If I were you, I'd just kind of take those thoughts that I just shared too and just keep like doing a once over of this and cleaning up anything that you see similar to what I just discussed. But overall, it looks like you did a pretty good job. Let me know if you get stuck on the UVs at all, and I can pitch in and help where I can.